All right, ladies and gentlemen, I know it's been a while since I've done any kind of update on the channel. I'm still in a holding pattern right now. I'm supposed to be getting some news about the new house sometime this week. I'm hoping that we're getting ready to close on this thing and I can actually have some kind of permanent roof over my head. I'll keep you up to date on that. If I sound like I've got a plugged nose, it's because I do have a plugged nose. I don't know what's going on. My allergies started bothering me earlier, and it's probably the cold weather too, so my nose just hasn't stopped being annoying all night. Anyways, sorry about the sniffles ahead of time. Pathfinder pickup update for today. Got a few things done that I'm proud of. One was getting the steering installed on this thing. I just had a light and it just unplugged on me here, so I'm gonna forego it. Hopefully y'all can see this. We did a 3-inch body lift on this cab here, and as a result, the steering shaft from the rag joint here down to the steering box is actually too short. What's nice about it is that in the center of this shaft, the shaft actually splits into two splines, and there's splines here. So what you end up doing, and what I ended up doing, was pulling this shaft off, putting it in a vise, and pounding this whole thing apart. So all the splines, now the splines go down to about here, so you don't have to worry. It's not like this is only half engaged. The splines go down way deep into this secondary shaft here. What I ended up doing was pounding it apart, greasing the splines, tapping it back together, getting it to the right length, and then bolting it down. I apologize about this nose. My God, it's killing me. Anyways, from there, and when I say we, I mean me, myself, and I, went ahead and installed the steering shaft all the way in. And since this steering column is out of the Pathfinder came with tilt steering, so we've got tilt now. So this goes to show that it's possible to have a regular cab hard body with tilt steering. It's been done before, but in case anyone's wondering how it's done, it's really not that bad. You got to get the whole steering column from the junkyard. Everything you get, there's like bolts down here on the floorboard, 4 bolts that hold it to the floor. There's usually insulation there. I don't have any insulation on this right now, but yeah, once you get that and you have a steering column, make sure you get the plastic covers and everything. But then I've got tilt steering now. While I was at it, I ran the harness. So the harness goes back and all along the bottom of the windshield here, all the way over to this side, goes through the firewall there into the engine compartment behind the blower motor. Get a better view of it here. And it comes down here. Pathfinder harness. The truck harness usually ends about here, but the Pathfinder has a whole bunch of additional stuff. There's also additional stuff that I got to weed through here. And because this is an old 86 cab, the bolt holes for the computer mount are different, so I have to drill holes. Also, there were no hole provisions for this part of the harness that goes underneath the seat, so I had to kind of make sure the harness was run nicely, and then find spots to drill holes here. I also got the HVAC unit installed, so we got the head unit, core support, or heater core, I'm sorry. I don't have AC, so I have a non-AC air duct that goes between the blower motor and the heater core. So if anyone's wondering where that normally would go, that's where the AC condenser, the evaporator would be inside this housing if it had AC. We've eliminated AC. Done. We have brakes, we have steering, most of the harness is installed, and yeah, the HVAC system is installed. So that's what I did today. In spite of the fact that my nose would not stop running for 5 seconds, I got that much done. The wire harness comes through the firewall on this side here. You guys probably seen this. This grommet comes through, the wire harness goes all the way to the front. It's got the headlights, horns, all that happy jazz. And then on the other side, it actually does not come through on the firewall. It comes through on the fender here. So this pulls through here. The wire harness goes into this hook. And, excuse me, proceeds to wrap around from there. I got to get this core support sorted out. That's my next goal, is to cut the pieces that I need out of this so I can make the new core support actually sit properly on it. Yeah, nothing else to report. This is it. If I got an engine tomorrow, which I'm not going to, but if I did, I could drop it right in and just plug it in and put a battery to this. Hopefully it would just crank over and start. If you guys have any other questions or comments or whatnot, just leave them down below. I read everything. I appreciate everybody's support while I'm going through this ordeal, but the best part is it's just going to be me, a house, a barn, and the trucks and the dogs, which is exactly the way I guess it was meant to be. I'm just waiting for some final details from the sellers of the house, and then final closing. Believe me, I'm nervous as can be. I've never owned a house before. I've always been a tenant in some form or fashion, whether it was being a property manager like I was on the previous property, or actually, you know, just renting an apartment in the city or whatnot. But we've gotten to the point now where I can't do an apartment. It's just not feasible. So that's why I contacted an agent, and we found a place. It needs, you know, no place is perfect, but this one is going to be quite good. Really excited about it. So anyways, I don't want to bore you guys. Pathfinder pickup, Instagram, rainmaker_D21. I post a lot of pictures of what I've been doing up there. So just you know, follow along, and I'll bring you more updates as updates become available. As you know, like, share, and subscribe. And thank you very much for all the support. Take care now. Bye.